Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel, Nonstop Talking with your girl here, Vivian Liu. Today I'm coming at you with my third series wrap up, and it's for Cardcaptor Sakura by Clamp, written and illustrated by Clamp. In 2017, I created this slow going challenge of rereading old childhood faves, or childhood favorite manga, particularly those that I own. I started with Sailor Moon, which I think will be the next series wrap up potentially. But yeah, so I started with Sailor Moon and then I moved on to Cardcaptor Sakura because in honor of Clear Card coming out, or well, it already came out, but then I decided to buy the new like omnibus versions and wanted to reread the series before I jump into Clear Card. Sadly, Clear Card will not be a new favorite, but yeah, so I read the first omnibus version, and it's weird because these omnibus versions are so thick and big and they're really like difficult to read without feeling like you're gonna break them because they're also so delicate. So I read the first one physically, and then the second, third, and fourth I got like electronic versions of, and it's weird and interesting rereading like a childhood favorite just because you get to see it with like new adult eyes. And it's funny realizing like the importance of being 10 because you see it like in other like anime manga such as like Pokemon and like Gaku and Alice. Should I even do a synopsis? Yeah, I mean I will. Cardcaptor Sakura is about a fourth grader named Sakura. She finds a strange book in her father's study and opens it, releasing these magical claw cards. While opening the book, she also awakens their guardian, Kettle, and with the help of Kettle, she has to collect these magical cards again to stop them from like wreaking havoc on Tokyo. She also has help from her best friend Tomoyo and a Chinese classmate, Shaoran, who practices magic. And then she also has like a really cute older brother, and yeah, so that's like the overall like gist of the story. Now I'm gonna break it down for each omnibus volumes, and I might be talking about like in the newer volumes I might be referring to the older volumes, so with that there might be some minor spoilers, and now you have been forewarned. Volume 1. Honestly, like it was just such a joy revisiting a childhood favorite. There was so much that I remembered and so much I've forgotten, and it was just a fun, like it was just fun times. I enjoyed the cute artwork, the fashion, the adorable storyline, and yeah, like I just enjoyed the first volume a lot, and I really don't have much to say besides that. I mean, the first one consists of like volumes 1, 2, and 3, and in addition, at the end of the omnibus volumes there are like a few colored pages, which was very special, and I like really liked. I think it just added a special touch to it. So overall I gave the first volume 4.5 out of 5. It was just a nice way to be back in the Cardcaptor Sakura and Clamp world. Volume 2. I was still riding high on childhood nostalgia with this. I did have some issues with one of the plot points, and I also had issues a little bit with the flow, but overall I still really enjoyed it. I still had a great time reading it, and in the end I gave volume 2 or book 2 4 out of 5 stars. Volume 3 is probably my favorite, just because I feel like this is where most of the action and plot is taking place. We get to see more of the lovely Tomoyo, and in addition we get to see the development of Sharon's affections for Sakura. I like did not remember that he was the one who like developed a crush first, and that was just really adorable watching them go through like their first love feels. And in this we also get my favorite couple, Yukito and Toya. I think the nice thing about this, like looking back, is how subtle the relationships or the romantic relationships are, and I just really appreciated Clamp for doing that. It's like subtle in a beautiful way. And in this volume we do get introduced to Chloe Reed, and yeah, I think like volume 3 is probably my favorite. Like obviously most of the stuff is happening within these volumes, and I think it consists of 7, 8, and 9. Volume 4, this is the final volume, and I was pushed past my threshold of student-teacher relationships. We get into real like pedophile territory, and I just cannot approve of that. And I'm talking about Sakura's friend and classmate and their homeroom teacher. They go out on something that resembles a date, and I find it absolutely disgusting. The girl is 10 years old. The teacher, let's say like he finished everything and like graduated, found a job at like 22, 23. Like 22, 23, what are you doing with a 10-year-old girl? Like that's it's so gross, and I can't, especially because like I didn't think, like I don't know if I didn't see this in the anime or if I didn't read this in the manga when I was younger, but like adult me like saw this and was just like, whoa, is this for real? Are we really romanticizing pedophilia? Like there was a few other like student-teacher relationships brought up. I think in volume 2 there were like 2 other ones brought up, but in volume 4 like I was at my limit. I'm done. I'm checked out. I can't support this. And because of that, I gave volume 4 2 out of 5 stars. Okay, table time. First, the page count and Goodreads ratings are quite consistent. Second, I know a childhood favorite of many will not have low ratings. The power of childhood nostalgia is too strong, and the average rating for Goodreads is 4.525. That's high. My average is brought down by the final volume and is at a decent 3.75, which is still really good. I didn't include the year these omnibus versions were published, but I think the original first volume, according to Goodreads, was published in 1996 and the last was in 2000. I'm not sure how accurate that is, since it's difficult to decipher with different editions and how manga publishing works. While completing this table, I saw that Amazon no longer sells these omnibus versions. There is a new hardcover collector's edition, and honestly, wow, manga is making bank with all these different editions fueled by childhood nostalgia. Yes, I am also looking at you too, Sailor Moon, but these are the prices according to Barnes and Noble's website, and they were smart to keep it all at the same price. Covers. I will not be ranking covers because obviously they're all adorable and somewhat similar, thus too difficult to rate. I didn't get a good look at these new editions until I started editing, and oh my god, these covers are gorgeous. I want them now. Oh, why is life so difficult? And I particularly like the 3rd volume However, I want to reiterate that as an adult who used to work in a middle school, I cannot support the romanticizing of pedophilia and the writing off of predatory behaviors, especially for those whose jobs allow them easy access to our youth every day. It's not okay, and please don't try to convince me otherwise. I know a lot of people are going to say that I took a childhood manga, shoujo manga, too seriously, that I should lighten up. But I think like everyone has things that they don't want to read about, and I don't like to read about like pedophilia being okay. So that's that. Everyone has their own opinions, but overall, like, I still enjoyed my reread of Cardcaptor Sakura. Besides, you know, the pedophilia, I think like the overall story and the subtle like romantic lines were really well done, and obviously Clamp has just such cute and adorable art style that I just love. And yeah, so it's a bit of a toss-up, but what can I say? That's my honest opinion, and people might hate me for it. Outro time. Like, comment, subscribe. See you in my next video, whenever that is. Bye.